What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Nigeria Guy Reviews. This is your boy Ugo. Today we have a 2024 Honda Pilot, and this is a touring trim level. We are going to give you a rundown of this vehicle. We're going to look at the exterior design. We're going to look at the interior design, what is powering this thing, and compare it with the other ones that we've had on the channel, like the Kia Telluride and the Honda Palisade. So if you're new to this channel, please welcome, and please don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video so we can keep growing this channel. So if you're in the market looking for a big family SUV, you don't want to go like large SUVs like the Cadillac Escalade and the GMC. You're shopping for mid-size. I mean, if you can consider this a mid-size SUV, a 7-seater or 8-seater, so you practically have a couple of options. But the most popular ones are this Pilot. You have a Toyota Highlander, the Kia Telluride, Honda Palisade, and of course there are other American brands. So if you're in the market shopping for shopping these vehicles, should you be considering this? Let's go ahead and find out. Well, starting from the exterior design, from the front here, you can see that this has gotten a new refresh on the front grille, on the whole front fascia. The Pilot is a very popular vehicle. It's known to be reliable, and we're going to see if this also goes along with what the Honda Pilot is known for. So starting from up here, you can see this new headlight design, and then the LED turn signal, and that also combines and it adds up as the LED daytime running light. So they have given it this tiny headlight design. Actually, I think the daytime running light is at the bottom right there, but you have these very nice looking headlights, which is not bad. It's different. It kind of looks like the older, not the older ones, but it kind of look, when you see it, you can tell that it's related to the Honda Accord. So coming down here, you have your air curtains down there. It is quite functional. That channels air to the wheels, and then you have, of course, your LED fog lights down there. Up here, you have this nice Honda logo that has now has the integrated adaptive cruise, the radar detector, and all those stuff is housing all those nice features. The lane keeper assist and all of that is being housed there. And then you have your front sensors, parking sensors in there. So let's talk about this color. This kind of reminds me, I don't know what they will call this color, but I know it's a shade of blue or whatever you want to call it, but it looks pretty nice, especially in this two-tone design with the black and this blue design. So coming down to the side of this thing, we have the wheels. So these are actually running on, these are 20-inch alloy wheels as well. You have this two-tone, the gray and the metallic finish. These are 255, 50, 20. So these are nice 20-inch alloy wheels. So if you notice the pattern, many of these vehicles now are going, their regular model are now going for 20-inch alloy wheels. Actually, I think this is for the higher spec one, but you have 20s on here, and it's actually rides very comfortable because of these big meaty tires that it has factory fitted on here. So coming down to the side, you have your nice big door because this is a large SUV, and of course to lock this thing, you press this to lock it. You have this ridge right there, and then to unlock, you just put your hand in on the side, and there, as long as you have your key on you. Speaking of the keys, these are still like the older, I mean, they didn't really refresh the keys. It still looks like a nice Honda keys right there. So it's nothing to write home about, but it's not, it doesn't look bad. So with the keys or with the door unlock, you open this up. As you can see, the doors open quite large. You have a nice step-in height, and then soft touch materials. You have the glossy finish right there. And then you have leather wrapped door handle on the inside. You also have this brush nickel finishing over there. It is very nice. You have a large, this is full of storage. You have a where you can, this storage right here, cup holders, more storage. You can store things over there. And then when you step inside, the first thing that greets you, you can see how nice this thing looks. You have a digital display right there. It's not quite fully digital. You have is a half digital and then half analog. But as you can see, that looks really nice. So the only thing that is analog is the speed readout. This does not have a heads-up display, maybe because this is a touring model. I'm pretty sure there are other models or trim levels that have that. So, but this gives you everything that you will need. You have a wireless charger right there, and of course, if you know the Hondas, this is what their gas selector looks like. Park right there, reverse, and then on reverse you have that camera layout. This does not give you a 360, well, like I said, because of the train level, but it gives you everything. You have your rear cross traffic alert on there, so it is pretty nice. Put this on drive is to push that button, neutral is that, and then to park is to press it down. Over here you have your drive mode selectors, and each one you press, it shows up on that, but the door is open, so it's not gonna. Okay, let's see. Well, it shows up over there, but it normally shows up on a bigger font. I will show you guys that later on. But you have two cup holders in here, and then of course, this being a nice family SUV, you have a huge storage over there. All right, let's put this in park, and then of course your electronic parking brake, and you have an auto brake hold right here, a hill descent and auto stop and start functionality. You can turn that off. So looking up there, you can see that you have a big panoramic moonroof and sunroof up there. So it makes this thing very, very much airy on the inside, given that it is a dark interior, so that is not a bad look. Over here, you have this, I believe this is probably 10 or 12-inch infotainment system. Like what Honda has done here, you have all the apps. They still give you the volume knob over there. You have your button on the side to go home, and of course this gives you Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and you have all the physical buttons on this thing, which is a very nice touch. It's not like other vehicles, other brands that are embedding everything else on the inside, but Honda still keeps it tried and true. So now going to the back of this thing, we're going to actually keep walking around to the exterior. Before we do that, might as well show you the rear seat. All right, so coming back here, this is really what I've been wanting other vehicles to do, like give you a bench seat. I know that like in the Palisade and the Telluride, there are also brands or ones that have a bench seat, but I wish you can get the higher spec and still have the option of the bench seat or the captain seat. So on here, you can recline, and of course, I'll move this seat back and forth. And then it is a very comfortable seat back here. Like I said, with the panel roof, it is airy. You don't feel clustered in here. And then the middle row is also quite comfortable. You have climate control back there, and then you have two USB-C outlets. So this is a comfortable place to be in. I love the fact that it's a bench seat, and stepping out is quite easy. Now, like I mentioned, this is a third row. This is a seventh. Actually, this is it's an 8-seater vehicle. So we're gonna get in the back of it. All right. Okay, so yeah, it is not that comfortable back here. I mean, yeah, comparing this to the Telluride has a much usable third row seat for adults. I mean, you can sit here, but it is very, very low. And let me show you that. This is what I'm working with back here. As you can see, my knee is touching, and it is not that comfortable, but it is usable. You have a cup holder here, and then you have a USB Type-C. over there as well. So what else? I mean, apparently you can sit three people in this third row seat. So which makes this thing an 8-seater. Let me know what you guys think. But looking at this, I think it is, less comfortable in the third row seat than what I saw in the Palisade and in the Telluride. All right, so moving back here, we're going to look at the trunk. So with this open, you can see you have quite some nice usable trunk space in here. I think this is probably the same size as the Palisade, but it is a lot bigger in the Telluride, and you have a nice usable under storage as well, which is very, very nice. This is bigger than the other ones I've seen.
Trunk space gives you about 18.6 cubic feet of space with the third row seat up, but with it down like this, you get 86.5 to 87 cubic feet of space. That makes this Pilot a very big vehicle for hauling stuff.
Now, coming back here, you can see the tail light. It has been redesigned as well. You now have the big bold Pilot written back there. And then you have the tail lights. They look average. These are incandescent night lights. You have your backup light right there. But down here, you have two real exhausts. One there, and I hope they're real, but you have those two. It makes for a good design. And you have your all-wheel drive sitting up here. Like I said, this is the touring model. If you go up in spec, then you probably have all the other bells and whistles. But let me know what you guys think about this. The next, we're going to go on a drive on this thing and see what it rides like. Before we do that, I'm going to open the hood and show you guys what is pushing this thing. So with the hood open, you can see what is powering this thing. This is a 3.5 liter V6. This right here is pushing out 285 horsepower, and it is made to a 10-speed automatic transmission. So this is capable of giving you about 19 city and about 27 miles per gallon highway. So this already is more than what the Palisade and the Telluride gives you, given that those are 3.8 liter V6 and it's about 18 city and about, I think, 24 or 25 highway. So this already is better in that aspect. So on a city drive, neighborhoods like this, there are going to be potholes, and they're going to be, you know, stop signs and all these other things. So this is currently in sports mode, and it actually is kind of preppy on his feet. I know it's not something that you expect to hear from like a Pilot or something like that, but honestly, this drives, it picks up quite nicely. So we're gonna put this in comfort, which is probably our normal drive. I think that's what Honda calls it. Let's put it on normal, which is probably what many people are going to be driving this thing on. So it kind of calms down a little bit. With that being said, it's now, it treats the potholes and all these other things very, very well, and you don't really feel like, you don't feel it too much. I mean, you know that they're there. You don't forget that it has these nice meaty tires, so it's definitely very comfortable. This is a comfortable ride. This is something that you will have, you know, all your family in. You have your kids back there. The third row seat is most definitely for kids. It will be comfortable for kids. It's not for adults. So this is nice, but I think the Palisade and the Telluride picks up a little bit more. I don't know, has anybody drag raced the Pilots and the Palisades? Maybe compare them. I don't think it really matters for people who are buying this thing. You're not buying it to be a fast vehicle. You're not buying it to like go on a track with them. But just in case, just to see, for shits and giggles, you want to see what it is, how this thing performs. So I would like to see that video, or maybe make one. No, I'm not gonna make one. But honestly, this drives nicely. So yeah, if you're in the market for something like this, then I think this is definitely a good place to look. You can never go wrong with a Pilot. You can't go wrong with it. And don't forget that if you want to get something like this and you don't feel like going through the hassle of shopping for the vehicle, or going through the hassle that comes with buying a new car, Niger Guy Autos can help you out with that. We can help you. We are your automated concierge. We can provide that service to you, where you don't have to go to the dealership, you don't have to search for the cars, you don't have to do the negotiation. We will do that for you, and you just make the payment either directly to the dealership or through us, and we can make a payment for you. So let me know what you guys think about this video. If you have if you're cross shopping between the three, or if you did cross shop between the Palisade, Telluride, and the Pilot, or let's add let's add Highlander to the mix. Which one did you pick and why? I would like to honestly know why you picked it. If you picked the Palisade, which is the case in my case, which is what we did, the reason why we picked the Palisade was because it had more tech. It was packed with more technology as of the time that we bought it. It had a digital dashboard. It had, that's a nice E63. It had like everything that we needed, and the captain seats were nice, and that's what we were looking for at the time. But now we don't really care too much about the captain seat. But this gives you the bench seat, and is more analog. Is more for like people who don't really care too much about the tech features on this thing. I'm not saying that it's not packed with technology features, but it does have those. But it's an old reliable Pilot. So it drives nice. It's not coming to or claiming to be a luxury vehicle. So you're not going to see any of those things. It still gives you like the nice materials. They are not really cheap materials, but they are well built. It's not like I wouldn't know what to compare it with, but honestly, like, yes, I would recommend this. Of course, it sells a lot in the US market, and it is a nice riding vehicle as well. So let me know what you guys think. I will see you guys in the next one.